Have you ever pondered how your desires and intimacy evolve with age? For decades, society has placed unnecessary shame and restrictions around sexuality in later life. Many people believe that intimacy and self-pleasure should decline with age, yet science and personal experience tell a very different story. In reality, your sexuality does not fade, it transforms. Masturbation remains a natural, healthy, and deeply personal part of life, no matter how many candles were on your last birthday cake. However, there are essential considerations to keep in mind, especially in your 70s and 80s. In this article, we will explore 8 critical insights that every older adult should know about self-pleasure, aging, and overall well-being. Whether you're still enjoying solo pleasure or simply curious about its role in later years, this discussion will help you navigate your journey with confidence, self-acceptance, and wisdom. Let's begin. 1. Your body changes, but that doesn't mean you have to stop. Aging is a journey of transformation, not limitation. Your body may not respond in the same ways it once did, but that does not mean pleasure is beyond your reach. In fact, this stage of life offers an opportunity to explore intimacy in a more profound, intentional, and deeply fulfilling way. As testosterone and estrogen levels decline, you may notice shifts in desire, arousal, and sensitivity. For men, erections may take longer to achieve, and maintaining them may require more stimulation. For women, vaginal dryness or thinning tissues can make touch feel different than before. But these changes are not obstacles. They are simply invitations to adapt. With the right adjustments, self-pleasure can continue to be a source of comfort, connection, and self-expression. This is the time to listen to your body with patience and care. Instead of rushing through old routines that no longer feel the same, slow down. Experiment with different types of touch, explore new erogenous zones, and embrace the power of anticipation. Using lubricants can enhance sensation, while mindful breathing can help deepen pleasure. Pleasure is not just about intensity, it is about presence. You have spent a lifetime learning, evolving, and growing. Your sexuality is no exception. This is not the end of intimacy. It is simply a new chapter, one where pleasure is no longer about performance, but about rediscovering what makes you feel alive. 2. Masturbation. Dorsey supports heart health, but listen to your body. The heart is more than just an organ that keeps you alive. It is the rhythm of your well-being, the pulse of your emotions, and the center of your vitality. As you age, caring for your heart becomes even more essential, and few people realize that intimacy, including self-pleasure, can play a role in keeping it strong. Engaging in sexual activity, even in the form of masturbation, can help improve circulation, reduce stress, and promote the release of endorphins, those natural chemicals that make you feel good and at ease. It can also contribute to better sleep, lower blood pressure, and a stronger immune system. But just as the body changes with time, so do its limits. If you have a history of heart disease, high blood pressure, or other cardiovascular concerns, it is important to pay attention to how your body responds to arousal and physical exertion. An increased heart rate is natural, but if you experience dizziness, chest discomfort, or shortness of breath, it is a signal to slow down and seek medical advice. Pleasure should never come at the expense of your well-being. Rather than seeing aging as a barrier, embrace it as an opportunity to be more in tune with your body. Move at a pace that feels right for you, prioritize relaxation over intensity, and remember that pleasure is not just about sensation, it is about overall health, balance, and self-care. 3. Masturbation can alleviate loneliness, but it's not a replacement for connection. Loneliness is a quiet ache, one that settles in slowly, often unnoticed until it becomes a constant presence. As we age, life shifts. Partners may pass, friends move away, children grow busy with their own lives. The world, once full of connection, can feel smaller. In these moments, self-pleasure can offer more than just physical release. It can be a source of comfort, a reminder that your body still responds to touch, still seeks warmth, still belongs to you. It can ease stress, calm the mind, and bring a sense of relaxation even when the night feels long and the silence deepens. But while masturbation can soothe the body, it cannot replace the irreplaceable, the feeling of companionship, of shared laughter, of a hand reaching back when you extend yours. Touch is more than physical, it is emotional. The warmth of another human being, the presence of someone who sees and understands you, fills a space that self-pleasure alone cannot. Loneliness does not disappear when we retreat inward. It fades when we allow ourselves to step forward, to seek out connection in ways that nourish the soul. A fulfilling life in your later years is not just about maintaining physical health, but also about nurturing relationships. Join a community, call an old friend, find spaces where your presence matters. Self-pleasure can be part of your well-being, but true fulfillment comes from both self-love and the love we share with others. 4. Medication can affect your libido, but there are solutions. The body is a delicate balance of systems, and as we age, medications often become a necessary part of maintaining health. Pills for blood pressure, diabetes, depression, or prostate issues can help us live longer, but they can also bring unintended changes, especially when it comes to desire, arousal, and pleasure. You may find that the spark that once ignited so easily now takes more effort to kindle, or that sensations feel muted, distant, as if something vital has been dulled. This is not a failure of the body, but rather a side effect of the medicines that keep it functioning. The good news is that loss of libido is not an unavoidable fate. It is a challenge that can be addressed. Talk to your doctor openly without hesitation or embarrassment. There may be alternative medications with fewer side effects, adjusted dosages that restore balance, or supplements that support hormone levels safely. Small lifestyle changes, improving circulation through exercise, managing stress, and prioritizing quality sleep can also help rekindle desire. Pleasure is a fundamental part of well-being, not a luxury meant only for the young. If something feels off, seek answers. Your sexuality does not belong in the shadows of aging or medication. It deserves attention, care, and solutions that honor your right to experience fulfillment in every stage of life. 5. Open communication about sexual health matters, even if you're single. Sexuality does not disappear with age, yet many older adults hesitate to talk about it even with themselves. Whether due to upbringing, past relationships, or societal expectations, there is often an unspoken rule that intimacy becomes a private, even unmentionable subject in later years. But silence does not serve you. Open communication, whether with a doctor, a trusted friend, or simply in reflection with yourself, can be the key to understanding and embracing this stage of your sexual health. If you are single, it is easy to believe that these conversations do not apply to you, that they are only necessary within relationships. But your well-being is not dependent on a partner. Your needs, your desires, your experiences remain valid, whether shared with another or not. If changes in libido, arousal, or comfort are affecting you, speaking with a healthcare provider can lead to real solutions. Adjustments in medication, hormone therapy, or techniques that enhance pleasure. Aging does not mean giving up on fulfillment. It means approaching it with knowledge, confidence, and self-respect. Your body and your pleasure are worth discussing, worth prioritizing, and worth celebrating. Silence has never been a sign of wisdom. It is openness that leads to understanding, healing, and joy. 6. Exploring new techniques can bring newfound pleasure. Desire does not fade with age, it evolves. The body changes, sensations shift, and what once felt effortless may now require patience and creativity. But this is not a loss. It is an invitation to slow down, to rediscover, to explore pleasure in ways that suit where you are now rather than where you once were. Many older adults find that the methods they relied on for years no longer bring the same intensity or satisfaction. But this does not mean pleasure is out of reach. It simply means it is time to adapt. Experimenting with different forms of touch, pressure, or rhythm can awaken sensitivity in new ways. If dryness or decreased sensation has become a barrier, high-quality lubricants can restore comfort and make every touch more pleasurable. If mobility or dexterity is changed, sex toys designed with easy-to-use features can offer new experiences that require less effort but deliver just as much enjoyment. Sensory elements, warm baths, textured fabrics, soft music can heighten arousal by engaging the mind as well as the body. Pleasure is not just about repetition, it is about curiosity. When you release expectations and allow yourself to explore, you may find that this stage of life holds deeper, richer sensations than you ever imagined. Passion does not belong to the past. It belongs to those willing to embrace the present with open hands and an open heart. 7. Seeking professional advice can change everything. Too often, people accept changes in their sexual health as an inevitable part of aging, something to endure rather than address. They assume that a fading libido, difficulty with arousal, or discomfort during intimacy is simply the cost of growing older. But these challenges are not roadblocks. They are signals, indicators that something in the body needs attention, adjustment, or care, and seeking professional advice can make all the difference. A doctor can help identify whether medications, hormonal shifts, circulation issues, or underlying health conditions are contributing to changes in sexual function. Treatments exist: hormone therapy, pelvic floor exercises, or simple adjustments to medication. Yet many never explore these options because they feel embarrassed or resigned. But silence solves nothing. There is no shame in advocating for your own pleasure, in prioritizing your well-being, in seeking solutions that allow you to continue experiencing the joys of intimacy. Sexual health is just as important as heart health, mental health, or mobility. It is part of a full and vibrant life. The right conversation with a healthcare professional can lead to relief, to renewal, to rediscovering the sensations and fulfillment that you thought had faded. The choice is yours, to accept decline or to embrace the possibility of something better. You deserve the latter. 8. Embracing your sexuality is an act of self-love. Your sexuality is not defined by age, nor is it something you must let go of simply because the world has told you that intimacy belongs to the young. Desire does not have an expiration date, and neither does your right to experience pleasure, connection, and self-expression. Embracing your sexuality at this stage of life is not indulgent. It is an act of self-love, a declaration that you are still here, still vibrant, still deserving of joy. For too long, older adults have been made to feel as though their bodies no longer matter in the realm of desire, as if passion and physical intimacy are things of the past. But the truth is, your body is still capable of pleasure. It may require different kinds of touch, new techniques, or more time to awaken, but the essence of who you are, the part of you that seeks warmth, connection, and sensation, has never disappeared. Honoring this part of yourself means rejecting shame and embracing the changes that come with age, not as limitations, but as new possibilities. Loving yourself in this way is about more than just pleasure. It is about recognizing your worth. It is about allowing yourself to feel good, to seek comfort, to nurture a part of yourself that is just as important as your mind and heart. You are not too old for pleasure. You are exactly the right age to claim it without apology. Conclusion: a life fully embraced. Aging is not a loss of vitality, nor is it a surrender to decline. It is a transformation and evolution into a stage of life where wisdom meets experience, where self-awareness deepens, and where pleasure, physical, emotional, and spiritual, can take on new and profound meaning. Your body may have changed, but the essence of who you are remains. You are still a person capable of desire, deserving of intimacy, and entitled to joy in whatever form it comes. For too long, society has imposed silence around sexuality in older age, as if pleasure and intimacy are luxuries reserved for youth. But there is no rulebook that says passion fades when the years accumulate. The truth is that your body is still yours to explore, still capable of connection, still worthy of attention and care. Whether through self-pleasure or shared intimacy, embracing your sexuality is not about clinging to the past. It is about honoring the present. It is about recognizing that fulfillment in all its forms is not something you outgrow, but something you redefine with time. If your body responds differently than it once did, let curiosity replace frustration. If society tells you that desire is no longer relevant in your later years, let self-acceptance drown out that noise. If physical limitations arise, let adaptation be your guide rather than resignation. The greatest gift you can give yourself is the freedom to experience pleasure without shame, without hesitation, and without apology. You have spent a lifetime caring for others, tending to responsibilities and navigating the many demands of the world. Now, more than ever, this is your time to honor your needs, to embrace your body, to celebrate the depth of who you are. Aging is not the end of intimacy, it is an opportunity to discover it in new and meaningful ways. The question is not whether you can still experience pleasure, it is whether you are willing to allow yourself to. You are not too old to feel, to explore, to desire. You are simply at a stage of life where you finally get to do so on your own terms. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.